Hey guys, it's me Ali, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about my new single, Cry a Little More. So Cry a Little More was recorded at the end of this past year in December, and it was produced at the end of summer last year, and that's when I had come up with the hook for it as well. And basically the song is just about how some days in this past year in quarantine, some days are good and some days are bad, and some bad days I felt very disconnected with the world and lonely, and just, I think a lot of people felt that way as well, and it just felt like I wasn't, all the way present in the world and my surroundings. Like maybe physically I was there, but like mentally in my head, like I just don't think like I was there. I was like somewhere else, like I was just gazing off. And some days I didn't feel like that. Some days I felt very energetic and happy, and I felt very connected with the world and the people around me and my surroundings. And so it talks about that and kind of that back and forth feeling and, up and down of this past year and what it's been like locked up in our homes. And it's also partly written about, a rough patch in a relationship that's not from my perspective, but from someone I know. And they were going through a really rough time in their relationship with their significant other. And, they were trying to figure out, how they could make the relationship work, because it was getting to the point where it might not work and they'd go their separate ways. And so it was about that night where I was kind of helping this person I know, navigate and figure out what to do specifically. And the reason I chose Cry a Little More to kick off this album is because it's very different and definitely a standout track for this record. And it definitely sets the tone for what this album is going to be, because every song on the track list is different from one another. Nothing like sounds the same, I don't think. I experimented with a lot of different sounds, and when I was coming up with the first song to put out, I wrote down like 5 songs on some notebook paper and I eliminated them one by one, and it came time to Cry a Little More and this one other song. And I chose Cry a Little More because it's so different and nothing like I've done before. I've never done like a 70s funk R&B pop type thing before, and so it was really fun to do something like that, while the other song was something you'd usually hear from me. And so that's why I chose Cry a Little More, because every song on this album is so different, and that's what I want people to hear with Cry a Little More, is that this song is so different and nothing like I've done before. And that's what this whole album is going to be. This whole album's not going to sound like Cry a Little More. It's going to be a bunch of different sounds, genres. There's so many different styles of music in this record that I'm so excited for people to hear. You can stream my new single, Cry a Little More, right now on Apple Music.